Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. So I've done a bit of background work and queued up some constructions. So first of all, I've sorted out natural gas generators, well, just only one to be honest, and I've also hooked this pump into gas reservoir through another overflow system, which is more compact. It's basically the same thing as I explained in the previous episode. And I've also put a bit of automation. So this will work slightly different from this one. Instead of, so once it gets filled in and overflows onto the sensor, instead of disabling the oil refinery, what it will do is it will activate a natural gas generator to keep running consistently and burning all the excess natural gas. Now, oil refinery produces 19 grams per second of natural gas. This one, the generator, consumes exactly the same amount. It will be enough because this one will not be running consistently. At some point it will stop because of these liquid reservoirs being full, or duplicant will just run away and do something else. So I'm not worried of the worst case scenario. It will oil refinery will produce as much natural gas as this generator is consuming. That's it. I'm also going to replace these tiles with mesh tiles so that polluted water which comes out of natural gas generators will accumulate down here. I will also put some pumps, liquid pumps and gas pumps to sort out carbon dioxide and polluted water once it accumulates. So I need to dig all this out, do that. Also, up here, finally, decided might as well just hook this up and get it ready. So exactly the same thing as here. The only difference it's just we have hydrogen generators. And the hydrogen will come all the way down from up here. Now, I'm missing a bit of automation, which is I need AND gate for this to work. And what I'm gonna do is once this pump will be active if this sensor and this sensor will be active. Once we get this done, we'll have a look. Now in the meantime, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do additional. I do want to sort this out at some point, probably sooner than later, because well it's giving out 16 degrees and it's coming back at 25, which is interesting. But yeah, I think I'll have to sort this out. Maybe put a separate cooling loop, or maybe play around with liquid reservoirs just to get a consistent temperature. Now it's actually rising up. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, yes. I wanted to sort this one out a little bit. So I've noticed we never have any polluted water backing up in here. So four plants, four reed five, sorry, four thimbleweed plants are more than enough to eat up all the polluted water that comes out of these lavatories. So what I'm gonna do here is well, first of all, I'm gonna empty this out. Let's enable this one for now. Once this is empty, I'm gonna disconnect. There we go. Let's pause the game quickly so we don't end up with a loop. Let's disconnect this. This pump will pump it out. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's deconstruct this, and in here I'm gonna deconstruct this. I am gonna deconstruct this one as well. Now, let's mop this place. Let's build... I think one tile is gonna be more than enough. We deconstruct this and we can put bottle emptier. So I'm moving this down here so that we don't end up with a little bit of liquid lying on the floor. So any liquid that comes out, it will be pumped out straight away, which is exactly what I want. I think I can deconstruct this and this. Why are you standing? Can you not? Yes, you can. Yeah, it's fine. I thought that duplicate was stuck, which would be very strange. Let me see. So this will be sorted out in a minute. This will be sorted out, hopefully at some point. Cancel this for now. We can take this out. Take all this out. What else? What else can I do in this base? I want to start going up actually. And I need to think about water source. I know I said I was gonna plan to use these cool steam vents, which I will have to do. Let's just focus on this one first. Can I... yeah, temperature dropped down. It's fine. Turn this off. Now let's have a look. What else? Well, I'll probably pause the video until all this is finished. And the top is... oh, just a minute. We're about to finish researching, so we can carry on with that top bit. There we go. Finally. Now, I need AND gate. Let's put it like so. This one here, and this goes in. There we go, that's it. All sorted. Decor looks nice. Everybody's wearing snazzy suits, so they have a bit of decor always with them. It's gonna be a little bonus. I don't think we need any of these. There we go, finally. I'll probably deconstruct them as well. I don't think I'm gonna need them anytime soon. Let me think. How many oil reservoirs do we have? One is here. Two. I think I need to start carry on digging further somewhere. Let me think. Let's have a bit of ladder up here, and let's just keep digging like this. And I'll have to double check. I have to double check if I need to add additional downtime slot. Depends how long does it take for them to return. Since I'm producing plastic, this can go away. Since I'm producing plastic, I might as well just build transit tubes all the way down here, just to get things quicker. So yeah, I'm gonna pause this video until all this is finished, and then we'll carry on. Okay, that's it, all finished. Now before we turn everything on, let's just double check to make sure everything is set as it should be. So in here I would like to have natural gas. Yeah, natural gas. Let's just do a test, shall we? Just switch this to low. down. And it's disabled because I don't have batteries. Forgot about those. Okay. Let me think. What am I gonna do now? Silly me. I need to put a battery down here. Now the question is, can I... There we go. All sorted out, up and running. Now, this one's sorted out, which is fine. Now let's have a look at this one. In here, I would like to have hydrogen. And let's double check. Yeah, that's all correct. As it should be. That's all connected, which is good. Now let's sort our top automation. Now in here, we have all the wires. Connect our electricity. Now in here, I would like to have, say this, if there is hydrogen and it is above, actually, well, I'm gonna say above 1000 at the moment. It should start pumping all the hydrogen down, like so. Yeah, eventually it should stop, but then it accumulates again and then carries on pumping again. There we go. Now before we do this, let's sort out priorities. Which generator should be running first? I want to keep this very last one, so I'm gonna set this to 10%. Now the next one, which one do I want to... I suppose it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Might as well go with this one. No, let's leave it at 60. If that's not enough, we're gonna switch this one on at 50. And if that's not enough, then we're gonna kick in our coal generators at 40. That should be all good. So this comes down through the tank into the generators, and seems like hydrogen generators are enough, at least for now, which is good. I like that. Now that we have all this sorted out, we can connect this back up, start producing all the precious... Might as well just drop it down to 2000. We have one of our duplicates who's high on drugs, I suppose. This will rise up. Yeah, plastic back in action. Now, I want to think about cooling, because our base is cooling down quite rapidly, I would say. Probably quicker than I expected. So I want to think about a little challenge for myself, a little project to make this system a bit more smart, let's say. So I think I will be building it. Well, I don't know. Do I build another? Do I make a separate? Well, I'm definitely gonna pause this video, design a little system, and see if it works. Okay, I don't know whether this will work or not, but I suppose we will try it out and see. So the basic idea is, well, I can't really show clearly this, but what I've came up with is, first of all, the turbine will have its own cooling. I don't think this will be operating for a very long time. And what will happen is, this whole loop, I will disconnect it from this one and connect it on here. And what will happen is, the returning water will go through the aqua tuner into the tank. Now, as it leaves the tank, it will go through the thermosensor, and if the temperature is above, let's say, I'll probably set it to 22 degrees, it will activate Aqua Tuner, and this one, Aqua Tuner, will start reducing the heat of the returning water, and as it will go into the tank, it will mix up with the rest of the liquid, and the temperature should start dropping down. So that's the basic idea. Whether it will work or not, like I said, we will test it and we shall see. So you just need to stick a bridge in here, just like I've done here. And yeah, we're gonna build this up and see if it works. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, this is it. So the build is complete. Well, almost. Just have to connect the pipes, set the temperature. Well, it's already set. Yeah, that's fine. But in the meantime, so these two tanks have just filled up completely, and it seems like I've got everything correctly. So tank has filled up. It overflowed. The petroleum that was being produced by this oil refinery, it was not able to go over this bridge anymore because it has overflown as well, and it went along this pipe onto the sensor, which detected petroleum and through the NOT gate disabled this machine. Now it will not be enabled again until this tank is empty and this liquid is empty. And to get this liquid empty, this tank needs to be empty first. Now in here, I think we're almost ready to have this disconnected and from here and connected to this one. I just need to do one little thing. Let me think. Let me just double check. So it comes in here. Sorry, comes in here. If it needs cooling, it will go out through here into the tank. If it doesn't need cooling, it will carry on over this bridge into the tank. Yeah, that's correct. Do I have all the automation? Yeah, I have all set, all good. This one's set. This is output, this is input. Let's just keep this in mind, but first I need to fill this tank up. So I'm gonna set this to high temperature so it doesn't operate immediately. And I would like to have this. I want to do this. I want to reconnect this back. Disconnect these two. So now we have this loop as a separate one. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna connect this right here. And I'm gonna connect this one right here. So we're gonna put some more in. Simply because I want to have a little bit of buffer, if you will. I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit. Let's say, I don't know, 500? Should be more than enough. Now, we can disconnect this. And what we can do now is disconnect that. So we can deconstruct all this. Now, I will need bridge right here. And I think that's it. Let's just hope our turbine doesn't break. I don't think these pipes will ever break. Yeah, it's quite high. Hopefully this will work. If not, well, we'll have to go back to the drawing board. For now, let's... yes, temperature. I need to set this to 22. Why is it not... Oh yeah, this one needs to be built. That makes sense. There we go. Now it should be cooling quite rapidly and it should switch off. And we have... So it will I think it will cycle. It won't be exactly 22 degrees because of this pipe. So ideally, if I wanted to keep this exactly at 22 or more or less close to very close to 22, I would need to have the output of the aqua tuner next to the input uh of this liquid reservoir, because sorry, because what happens now is if the temperature is too high, this sensor activates aqua tuner and it starts cooling the liquid that's returning from the loop. And once the temperature is correct, which is at 22 or below, it will switch off the aqua tuner, but there's still going to be quite a few packets of liquid that's fairly cold. That's why it will drop the temperature further. And in this case, I can see it drops the temperature down to 21.2, which I'm totally fine, to be honest. I think, well, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we nailed it. Now this one's not gonna work for now, and probably not gonna work for quite a while, to be honest with you. But I'm totally fine. I'm absolutely fine. And as you can see from our previous cooling, when we were sending liquid, we're sending I think 14-degree liquid all over the place. Our base cooled down quite rapidly. In fact, let's drop the temperature down to 21. Don't think we will don't need this one anymore. And I believe so we have this sorted out. We were collecting polluted water, which is good. I don't think I need anything else. Deconstruct this, not gonna use it anymore. I've added additional coal generator because apparently when this thing's running, 3 coal generators are barely able to keep up with it. How much power does it consume? Have a look. Oil refinery, 480. It's not a lot. Oh, I suppose it's aqua tuner plus this one. Yeah, it might add up quite quick. But yeah, I think this will work. Let's do a test. Let's drop it down to 19. Let's see what happens. Drop it down, switch off, and it still drops down to about half a degree. Let's see if it goes up. What happens again? It's gonna drop it down. If it drops down to about the same temperature, then I'm happy. Or, yeah, half a degree lower than it should be. Well, that's perfect for me. Let's set it to 21, and we're gonna have a base that's 21 degrees hot. Well, warm. It's not hot. So, that's sorted out. I'm looking forward to see what will happen when this gets. Yeah, if it's gonna work that rarely, I'm not sure if I. Yeah, it's not gonna break down. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. I think. Let me pause and let me think. Should we do something else? Can we do anything else? Well, we still have plenty of water, which is good. I still want to think about tapping into these. We have this natural 150 degrees, which is not very hot. I think I'm gonna open this up. Well, I'm not gonna open this up just yet, but I think I'm gonna build a little, I don't know, maybe another steam turbine, but this time I'm gonna set this to a different cooling loop, which gonna be Well, does it really need a cooling loop? It's 150 degrees. I'll have to think about this. But I'm thinking, I've seen on YouTube, people they put metal tiles. I believe it's a metal tile, door, and another metal tile. And the door controls the temperature. Might be a cheaper option than putting 1.2 kilowatt. I think it's 1.2 kilowatts. Or is it? Station utilities. Yeah, 1.2 kilowatts of consumption, of electricity consumption versus door, which is 10 times less, 120 watts. So yeah, I might think about this. Maybe in the next episode, we'll see. And as you can see, this tank is getting empty. It's not full anymore, but the machine is still disabled. And that's very nice, because now the duplicate will not be running back and forth just to top this up a little bit. It will come back once this tank is empty and that little pipe is empty as well. So, sorted this out. Let's drop a bit of refined carbon, maybe 10 units of this. We have igneous rock. We have quite a bit of it, which is fine. Branches are full. We have one loose. Gonna take all this out before it starts eating. Well, it doesn't matter. Enjoy your meal. This is sorted out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start considering digging up, collecting all this polluted water, which is hopefully not, yeah, it's germ free, which is good. So I top up this tank down here, and maybe I'll think about tapping into these. We'll see. Yeah, for now I think we're gonna wrap this episode, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.